Hello, my friend. You're muted, I think. Yeah, now
Okay.
it's good. Please just turn your phone sideways. Yeah, great. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello.
live
Okay.
today's guest at the LionCast episode 13. We have the golden dragon from Poland, Kamil.
Hi guys. How are you?
I'm very
I
good, my
have a
friend.
I have a party day today, so now I am just back home. Have a little bit relax in the swimming pool, and now
Hey, great.
we'll talk about our wrestling.
Now we talk. Now we talk. Um, I have some different things to talk about. Some your training routine, training style, not to give a lot, just some things what you're also thinking about while you're doing some things, and of course to talk about the match that is coming
Mm-hmm.
very very near. six
Sure.
6 days, yeah, 6 7 days, 1 week,
Yeah. Yeah. Very close. So yeah, I'm
very
excited
close.
about that.
Kamil, you had a dream. You wanted
Yeah.
to participate at the next King of the Table event, and
Mm-hmm.
the dream came true.
Yeah.
Now you have the chance to prove that you belong in the top three of the light super heavyweight light left arm division, and
Mm-hmm.
I think you're up there with the best in the world. Um, how do you feel the dream coming
Yeah.
true?
I feel very happy that I've got the chance to pull Vitaly, and I was thinking on him after I won devonlarratt, and
Yeah.
then they give me Tobias. So Tobias was really spot on, a very strong opponent,
Yes.
and he gave me some lessons as well. I learned something on that match, which I will not make again some mistakes with Vitaly. And
Mhm.
I believe, that this could be perfect time for me to go against Vitaly because first thing he wasn't expected that much, and
Mhm.
he was told like just 2 weeks before the match that they want to pull him and me together. They want them to pull us together.
Mhm.
So I thought he just what he can do. He can do a little bit practice with techniques. That's all. He can't do any training because you can't make any power in like 2 weeks. It's just not
No.
possible. So that's all what he can do. And when I watch him, he do some competition about the wrist power, fingers power, and like side pressure. So I watched this one very careful, and what I saw that he was using his right hand to do kind of side pressure, pulling down with the like little bit hook side pressure, and another guys was using left arm and right arm. So and then Vitaly was using only left arm to lift the weights for
Mhm.
the fingers. So this give me a clear sign that his left arm is not that strong like right arm on the side pressure, and his left fingers will be stronger than the right fingers. So this is for me the sign that he probably won't be that strong in the side pressure, and that's good. That's good because I like side pressure, and only what I should worry about is his grip. This is the one thing,
Yes.
his grip. So this time I will not try get to the straps. I will try fight just directly with the grip because like this Hermes was talking, he couldn't get out from Vitaly grip
Mhm.
with the such a huge strong back pressure, which mean it's just no point to try it. It's I'll just try go against his power, and we will see how this will end up. So I am fully motivated. I am not scared at all, and I am happy there is more runs because my endurance is great, and I hope his endurance is not much because first thing he don't have super matches a lot last time,
Mhm.
and if you do training, the training don't make you good endurance because you just do, like slow pulling, slow
Yeah,
pulling,
not
slow pulling.
100%.
But when you go on the super match, you have to use really a lot of stamina for that.
And
So
explosive power and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, explosive as well. But he is very fast. But the point is, whoever will start in the perfect time, because if he will do some false starts, I will not fight against him.
Mhm.
I will just tell to referee that he go before. So
Yeah.
so that's not fair. So yeah, I've got some plans to do, and we will see.
You said you would try to go without the strap, to press him without the strap.
Yeah.
Last match you had with Tobias, me and my friends, me and my team were just behind the table and
Mhm.
watching. And I was shocked seeing one thing, and I talked with Rino about it. I talked with a lot of guys about it. And what shocked me the most is that without the strap, you were holding him with tip of your fingers and pressing him down without the strap. And he was the one that slipped out because he saw that his hand was going down. And then I was thinking, if this goes to straps, I think it's over. And I was shocked how strong your fingers are, man. It's crazy. This is crazy, man. And I think
Yeah.
this is a big problem also for Vitaly. Um,
Mhm.
what do you think is the difference? And do you think you will see a significant difference between Vitaly's top roll and Tobias top roll? We know Tobias going more sideways and Vitaly liking to go more back and then
Mhm.
side. You think the pattern will be more difficult for you, or maybe more easy because he doesn't have that much side pressure like Tobias?
I am pretty sure, if I will say this, people will say I'm crazy. But I am pretty sure Tobias could be more difficult for me than will be Vitaly, because Tobias have very strong side pressure, like inside, and he was hitting there very strong.
Mm-hmm.
And Vitaly is learn to go back. Even on his show, like he will be hitting me, he is going like back, side, back. It's not going
Mm-hmm.
directly into my power,
Yeah.
because that's what was doing Tobias. And but anyway, when Tobias start with my time, like we start together, I was stronger than him to pull him to my side. But only one time when he pinned me, it was like he jumped on me with some kind of false start. And
Mm-hmm.
then I was not happy about this. And then in the next fight, I tried to false starts, and they stopped me for fast start one time, second time. So I say that's not fair, because he could do and I can do now, so not fair. But it's a war, so you have to fight as much you can. But I think Vitaly left side pressure maybe is not that crazy strong. So we will see, because Vitaly beat Tobias because he have a bigger hand, stronger hand, and stronger wrist. And if you
Yes.
go equal power, like top roll and top roll, the stronger hand will win. And Tobias really wasn't far with the power of the biceps and the hammer lift, like here. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
far, because he stopped Vitaly maybe even 2 3 times. He slipped few times from his hand. So I believe the power was very equal. The reason why Vitaly won is it was just the hand power, hand control.
Yes.
And me, I don't really needed hand control, but
Yeah.
it's depend how strong is his cupping also, maybe I would say, because this could be make little bit more difficult, but I will try grip to make sure I will don't care about his cupping if he will cupping. So
I think every low hand just John, but John is John. While low handing, the cup is not so strong. We saw it also in the Hermes match. He
Mhm,
didn't have
mhm,
such a strong cup. His wrist was going back, and I don't think he has, like you said, a strong enough cup to cup you into really.
mhm,
Because and you're right, with top roll, on top roll he won against Tobias because yeah, he was the
mhm,
better top roller. He took his hand, and that's why he also, and every time he like does his thing, and is fast like sideways, it's because he took the hand from his opponent.
mhm.
And like you said,
Yeah.
you don't need your hand, you will jump with the shoulder, I think. And you said also in the beginning that you don't think he had enough time, but he was preparing for a match against Jerry also. So I think
Yeah, exactly. His right arm looking bigger, and I am sure is stronger, apart from the grip. But I am sure the side pressure and the cupping is stronger on the right arm. And also, I am not surprised how many kilos he pulled. I think I can pull same weight what he pulling, like 70, 75 kilo. I can pull same weight down straight, like straight down. So I'm not surprised about his power. So we will see, you know, he is much more experienced than me. And now we will see if he can just do something, you know, if he can smash me or not. We will see. I don't know. I really don't know, but I hope he will have problems with me. I hope, and I want to make a good fight. I don't want to go 4 rounds, bam, 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 and then go home. I don't want to do that.
Look,
so for sure there will be a war for sure.
Out of the top 5, we see Ivan Matushenko, we see Artyom Morozov, we see Alijan, guys who stylistically for you are not so great. And I think the best match out of the top 5 guys, including yourself, is Vitaly at the moment. Let's skip through Vitaly and say you win this match, which
but I will tell you something. You and many people talk like that Alijan and Morozov are not good for me or Ivan.
No, I don't think Morozov. I don't think even.
But
yes,
they,
because he's fast.
I think they comparing my right arm. That's what happened me with Ivan, and my right arm and left arm are big different in the like inside hook pulling. And if you will watch my fight with Devon, 1 round he go inside with me and he have nothing, and Cody also 1 round jump inside with me and I beat him as well. So I will be not so sure that these 2 guys will smash me, you know, because I can hold that way big amounts of kilos, like 100 kilos, and I can movements with that. I can do movements with that. So I'm not that sure that they will pull me off. So the time will come and we'll have to try.
Look, not that people are talking that you will get smashed by them, like you said, but the stylistic match with Vitaly is the lightest one for you, let's say like that. Not that you will get beat, you know, because we know for me, for a good hooker,
and for Vitaly is the worst opponent. Solid press. Exactly.
I just mentioned Jerry Caderet, and Coach Ray asked you this question, and I don't think you really like answered his question, so I will ask you again. Kamil Jablonski against Jerry Caderet, press. What do you think? Who has the best press at the moment?
I think I'll beat him. He is, you know, big guy. He can't set up properly with the press. I set up that way that I am already blocked on start almost. I just need like 0.2 seconds to get to block. So I don't think he can stand to my speed, but you know, he training funny ways for me. I don't know how he using his power, but the way how he's training, he just giving all and fighting somewhere there, which is crazy. And I don't know. Also, I don't know how strong it was Aslanov, because you know, I don't have easy with him. So, but I don't fight 100% as well. I fight like I want to make good show, but he was very strong. So, you know, I needed another opponent on the right arm to see where I am, because you know, if I pull a guy who was pulling another guys, then I can have some kind of, you know, thinking that maybe I'm here or here. But I don't know. I like to pull big guy like Georgi Tsetkov and I want to shock myself and the world that he can't stand against my press. I want to do guy like that, but the time will show what will happen.
I talked a little bit with Rino about you, and he told me we talked about your match you had at Zagreb Strong last year, and what he thinks is not say the key, because we also talked about his training, and he told me for this guy I need this that much stronger for this guy, but for you, he told me he thinks it's the speed, and if you engage your shoulder first in the press, and he said that you're doing this very well, and he said that he doesn't like the match with you because it's a speed thing, and yeah, it's like not to say something to not to bet on, something that he cannot bring better, it's something that happens quickly, and if you get your shoulder in first, you press first, and if he gets his shoulder in first, he presses first. And I thought this is a very interesting thing, and I also talked with him about what is he thinking while pressing. Of course, you have a different structure. I think you have a perfect structure for pressing. You're pretty wide, and you can come close. Like you said, Jerry is too big; he can come so close. What is going through your head when you're setting up for your press, and which pressure are you holding the most? By being Rino is holding his back pressure the most, and then engaging with the shoulder. Some guys are more holding like with the chest and pushing center. What is going through your head while pressing this?
So I would say fingers. I hold very good grip to don't lose the hand far, and I hold with my back. So I am close, but I hold with the back and with the fingers. So when the hit come, I am not losing the hand not going away from me. So that's my two keys that I look after them. And the third point is the way in my head I start here, I finish here. Just so I just waiting for the signal. But in the match, I learned that in the match with Kalinchenko last year, I didn't watch my back, and he was doing a little bit false starts, and in the false starts, he was taking me away. And after that match, I come back home, I think, and I say, okay, I need to change my setup. I need to watch my elbow with the back power to don't let them pull me out. So now I'm not losing this. Sometimes, maybe one time I just slip somewhere with the elbow, but I'm not losing this, and I taking the guys on side. So that's a good thing I learned myself on the experience.
That's very good. I try to get as much as information as needed, because um, I also want me myself to be better in arm wrestling, and more complete. And I also started more like outside, but now I develop more inside, and I feel more confident in my elbow and in my shoulder to go inside. When did you feel was the point when you were 100% confident in your elbow that you will not get hurt, that you don't even think about that when you're going inside?
I am training arm wrestling since 2003, so it's already 21 years. But in this time when I was training up to 2018, I was doing this like more for fun. Like I was keep training almost all the time, but not like focusing like I must be the best, I must win it. I was just keep training, and I was coming every year for Polish championships, and I was like fifth, sixth, maybe fourth, maybe third place. So always behind the best ones. But after like 15 years, I start to be number one on the competition, and then I get some more information from top guys like Rustam Babayev. Then I get in touch with Sabin Badulescu, and these guys teach me a lot, and I start training more professional, and year by year I start to be better. And the press I start training from 2000, I believe 18 roughly, or 19, something like that, 2018 or 19. So I keep working the press. Before I have different machine, but the machine was exactly same way what I have now, like side pressure. So I was working on this machine, and as well, I think in 2019 I sent video to Jerry Cardorette, and I sent him I pressing 80 kilos and left and right arm, and he say it's very good, keep going, the big things will come in future. So he motivate me nicely, and look, after 4 or 5 years more training, I standing against the best ones, and then they have troubles a little bit with the press. So it's not like I make it strong in a couple of years. I make this elbow strong in probably 20 years, just a lot of hard work. And sometimes I've got some pains. Even now I was fighting like 10 days after Aslanov, and I still have pain in the right triceps from the squeezing. So this part is stretching. So yeah, every some super match, I think I needed like 3 weeks minimum, or even 4 weeks, to just recover, fix it, the stretch, the pain, everything, and then I can come back to training like usual.
But you feel different pressures when you do flop press and when you do like regular hook press and engaging, because I feel when I do flop press, like in the elbow flexors, like you said, and when I go like hook press, I more feel like in this bone here and in the elbow, but this side of the elbow here, not really the flexors.
Yeah, when I go inside, I don't feel nothing. It's just nothing. But when I go floor press, I stretching, and when I have super match, I am okay with that. But after super match, I feeling that I stretch a lot, and the pain's coming. So it's not easy technique. Many guys on the after pull want to pull with me, and I never use press for them, because it's just no point stretching my gun and show them that I am better. So usually I try to top roll, hook. Sometimes they beat me, sometimes I win, but I always do safe way. And on competition, I am different. So it's hard for people to understand the power. But mainly, some guys can see my power, and you know who is these guys? When they warm up me before my super match, and I ask them, and this is almost every time, and I ask them, can you hold me with 2 hands for my press? And they hold with 2 hands, and I push and I push, and I ask them, can you hold more? And they hold like, oh, and then I say, can I go more? And they say, okay, and they say. So these guys for sure feel the power, that this is crazy. This guys which feel it in USA, in Turkey. So yeah, so they know there is a lot of power. But like I say, I don't want to show this power so much, because it's just not easy. You're stretching the joints, everything. So I saving for the fight.
One more question about the press.
Basically, this is more secure. This is not secure, but it's still so powerful.
Yes, but I'm just like starting out to develop the press, and I feel much more comfortable going like this, and because I don't know, the forearm is holding, the wrist is holding, and the lower fingers are holding, everything is holding. But when I give the wrist, I feel like the muscles in the forearm are not holding. Do you press exactly the same path and technique with the wrist and without with the flop press, or you press differently?
I train both.
But what is in your mind when you press flop press and when you press hook press? It's the same for you or no?
No, I mean, I train these moves separate. So I train both moves. So for me, when I fight, it's like doesn't matter
Okay.
what I feel. I both moves are trained. I train with open wrist, these moves, and I train with inside wrist, but it's a little bit different muscles pull, you know.
Yes.
When you twist your arm or when you open your arm, it's different muscles. So yeah, they must be trained. You know, usually when I explain to people what it is arm wrestling, I telling them arm wrestling is the way you train, the way you fight, then you strong. So that's my point. Yeah, most of the times people train some exercise, but they never pull like that. That's why
Yes.
they losing. That's why they losing. They watch YouTube, they copy something, but then they go on the table and they have like one part missing, and they can't fight like that because someone will switch them off and the power go off. So our wrestling is very complicated, and you needed someone very experienced to show you how to do it, to explain, to teach you, or you need years of experience by yourself. So yeah.
It's you think a little bit similar like Reno, and I like what you said about experience. That's everybody's body is also different, you know. You can tell me something, but when I do it, it's different, you know. So we have some questions from the comments from Chris OC. He asked a couple of questions, but I will ask you one. Can you ask Kamil if he always pulled with the flop press, or he did start traditionally first and then change? And then I have a question also on that.
You know, if I going for the fight, for the super match, I want to win it. And it's not only about what you have strongest, it's about what your opponent don't like. This is the way as well. If my opponent will be super strong in the hook, I will not do flop press for him again, like I done with Ivan. I will do inside pulling. So you have to adjust to the opponent to see where he is strong. So if I will be pulling Alijan, I will. There is no way I will go flop press. I will get inside with him, and it will be like hook war with the side pressure. So that's how you have to think about this.
I think he meant from the beginning of your career, or if you pressed from
On
the
the
beginning,
beginning,
or
I would turn lights on. On the beginning, I was doing mostly top roll. My technique was mostly top roll on the beginning, long time ago, and a little bit hook, but not so much. So yeah, so that's the answer.
Do you think it's more difficult for top roller to develop an inside option being the press, or you think it's more difficult for a presser to develop a top roll?
Oh my God, that's hard question. I think the best way is for the hooker to develop press.
Hooker can do everything. Hook
Yeah,
guys,
because
you have to
the,
be
the you know the top roll and the press is just two different ways.
two different worlds. Yeah.
Only one thing what you can have same is the side pressure, because for top roll you need to take it and then use the side pressure, and for press you need to, before you take it, use the side pressure. So this power could be similar for both moves, but the rest, like supination, pronation, back pressure, press, so it's completely opposite.
Also a lot of interesting matches coming up. I think we can call the next king of the table the left arm king of the table, because it's depending on, I think, top 4 guys on the left arm.
When I saw that list, I straight away sent message to some guys, but they not replay so much. They not replay really, but I say them, I want to pull at king of the table 11. There is my guys, and I want to be there. So first they ignore me, but look, on the end I am going there. So I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy about that.
Main event, still Morozov against Ivan Matushenko. Very interesting match for a lot of people, and I think for you, extremely interesting. who do you got in this match, and how do you think it will develop, being 6 rounds and king of the table rules with the running fouls? You think it favors more Morozov, or you think it favors more Ivan?
I think if Ivan can't flash pin Morozov, then he will not win it. That's my opinion. But I believe he can do some flash pins. I believe. Because his cupping power and his speed is incredible. And but his power is good, but maybe not that like have Morozov, and especially now after his photo today, he looks like a machine. Like, oh my god, his forearms look small, but his biceps and triceps is like double size now, so maybe that's why they look small.
Yeah.
So maybe I will tell to Ivan, try top roll, Morozov. Maybe he don't have wrist, but maybe I am completely wrong.
You
I don't
think
know.
Morozov will try to catch him and then like turn the match, or you think maybe he will try to go
I
more
think he will try.
like
He will
hook
try.
it then outside?
Yeah, I think he will. I think both of them will try to do everything, and if they will find the way, they will keep going the way, because it's possibility to do all kind of moves between them, I think. So look, Vitaly can top roll Ivan, so maybe Morozov can do also, maybe. And maybe Ivan can top roll Morozov if he won't be watching. If he won't be ready for this, maybe he can top roll him. This can happen a lot of things.
Yes.
This is a professional. This is a professional arm wrestling. You can't be. You can't waiting for something. Okay, this guy is hooker. He will hook me. No, you have to be ready for everything.
Your fellow Polish guy, Alex Kurdecza, he was on the podcast last week. How impressed were you with his performance first against Morozov? He lost the match, but he showed a lot. And how surprised were you with his match with Georgie, being Georgie not 100%?
Yeah, that's the difficult questions, because we don't know how much was back Morozov, and then we don't know how much damage was Svetkov. So maybe I think like that his right arm could be really good, because after how he was playing with Devon, and I believe Devon was really strong, it's showing that his right arm is crazy. And then his left arm, I don't think he's so crazy. I think he's like, top 5 guys. I think he's somewhere there.
That is
But
crazy.
I mean, but it's not the best, like
Okay.
Usually his left arm was very good, but if Morozov was crazy strong, then okay, he's also great. So it's hard to say. He need to test one more guy on the left arm, then we can say he's top or not top, or he's just behind or very close or somewhere there. I don't know. The best way, if he will pull Vitaly to see after me to see, then, or even if you want to pull me after I pull Vitaly to see if he can stop me. The bad thing what I done, I was teaching Alex my press 2 years ago, and I think he learned something from that, because he using pretty good. So I should learn him.
Alex, pretty big guy, But in my opinion, from all of the guys in super heavyweight division, your frame is the biggest.
Really?
You look huge, but you don't look, they look like puffy, everybody of them looks puffy. You look huge. You look like, I don't know, you look, the only guy who has a similar build, in my opinion, like you, is the guy that also will pull on King of the Table, and that's Schoolboy. Schoolboy has the same build like you. These broad shoulders, pretty big.
Yeah, but Schoolboy is he just grow last year a lot, because I saw him year ago and I saw him now, so he changed so much. I say, whoa, man. So I think he done a lot of shoulders, back, everything, because his back get big. And you telling about my size, like we are similar, and because I do a lot of back training and I do shoulders, so these parts are helping me for my press, because this is like a base of frame here. If I have a weak shoulder, I can be easier kick it out. But if I have shoulder strong, you hold in as well. So, you know, at this level, I focus on every small bit. You maybe will laugh now if I will tell you, but I keep training my stomach as well. Yeah, these muscles I keep training to rotate to rotate all the body. So I don't show everything what I do, but I do this as well, like rotation with some weights. Maybe it's stupid, but for me, every small bit it's helpful.
Yeah. You're
Yeah. So
every arm wrestler is, I think, smart in their way and has some things that they are thinking about that nobody thinking about. And I think everyone is smart in their way, and I don't think it's stupid. I think it's very smart what you're doing, and your results show this. If it would be stupid, you will not be considered one of the best in the left arm. And I'm super pumped to see your next match. How do you? What's your opinion on Leonidas Arcona and yeah, I don't want to say the social media stars getting into arm wrestling now. A little bit talks also about Brian Shaw coming into arm wrestling. And yeah, what is your opinion on
yeah,
those
you
guys?
know, Leonidas is watching our wrestling quite a bit of time, maybe year or two, and he learning from someone who have quite a lot of experience in
Yes.
Germany, and he have a lot of power in him, and he start using this power, plus he adding extra small bits. When I watch his fight, he was fighting like a really pro. He didn't fight like amateur, he come just from somewhere. He was fighting very clever. So I believe he learning very fast, you know. He's like about 6 years experience. He looks like
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
he is very strong, and he will be trouble for many guys for sure.
You saw the match that was announced, Leonidas against John Brzenk in August.
Yeah, it will happen, really.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good for John. I
I also think that some guys, Alex is saying that John is still John, and that if John comes with significant
if
weight, like he
if
can trouble
if
him. But
yeah, I don't know. He is huge guy, you know. He will be like 20 kilos more than John.
mm,
I don't think it's good idea. But you know,
yeah, man,
life is
yeah,
life. If they
the
accept
man.
the match, they have to
Yes,
do best to
yes.
win it.
I think in the first couple of rounds, John maybe have him, but then the endurance will come into play. And I
Mhm.
think Leonidas has very good endurance. He can pull a lot, and he
It,
does cardio
yeah,
also every day. He has very good cardio as well.
mhm.
So I think that's gonna be
Yeah.
the factor to
It,
turn
it
around.
will be it will be like you saying. John will have a control on his hand, but he won't be able to pin him. There will be too much
First round
power on
also.
bicep. There'll be too much power on biceps on Leonidas. He won't let it go. I think. Maybe I am wrong, but not sure. He will have to use his all experience to switch him off. I would say like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting, interesting.
Mm.
And the next guy, that we already talked about, Schoolboy, losing to Leonidas by making some minor mistakes, like everybody says. Having now the match against Ryan Bowen, that is coming back. Ryan
Mhm.
looking very good in his training videos.
Mhm.
What do you think about that match? Are you excited to see that match, or you think it's gonna be one-sided?
You know, I think Ryan really get bigger and stronger, and he really want to win that match. So there is possibility that schoolboy maybe is still kind of damaged, and after Leonidas, because they have really hard match, and like 6 weeks maybe won't be enough for schoolboy to come back to the best shape, and I'm really not sure, you know, really not sure. I don't grip with schoolboy now, and it's hard for me to say how much he leveled up, because
Mm-hmm.
I hold with him like a year ago, and or maybe two now. Oh my god, I don't know, I'm just confused. Maybe last year, maybe it was last year. So I don't feel him crazy strong, especially on the right arm, but now maybe he progressed a lot. I don't
Yeah.
know, it's hard to say for me.
Uh,
I think it will be interesting match, because both guys are a little bit like hungry.
mm-hmm.
Schoolboy lost with Leonidas, so now he want to win, and
Yes.
Ryan want to show to the world that he is someone. So interesting match.
Interesting match. All the matches are interesting. I think
Mhm,
also in the next East versus West, super interesting matches. King of
mhm,
the Table 11 coming up. The pay-per-view, you can buy it. The links will be down below. Uh, Tune in and see this
mhm.
big guy destroy maybe one of the strongest
Yeah,
left arm wrestlers in the world. Kamil,
yeah.
my next question. Do you
Mhm.
do recovery, and how do you recover from the pain you mentioned in your elbow? Do you do recovery, or you just do overall training and don't damage yourself too much?
No, no. I try do many things. After competition, usually when I come back home, I do some kind of therapy with the ice bucket and the hot water bucket. I swap
Mhm.
them 4 minutes every each one, like 4, 5 times. Then I another thing is pumping with the very thin rubber band, the red one, pumping like 200 times to put the blood there, and after that pumping the pain is go away,
Mhm.
and the next day or 2 days after I do again pumping, but I don't training. So let's say like 1 week, 10 days I do kind of recovery this way, and that's all basically. I don't use any kind of supplements or whatever to stop the pain. I don't do. And what I do before competition, I go to physio massage, so he always checking my whole body, looking for the points where are like kind of sticky or something, so he always release the back. Mainly problems I've got in the back from everything, so the back is working quite a lot, and sometimes even if I have some in the leg, like kind of like muscle is hard, you can feel the tension. I mean, the physio guy, he can feel the tension, so he releasing all the body. And after that I try do some like swimming or something to just put the blood flow,
Mhm.
don't be tired, and that's how I am. And I try don't work hard. I mean, don't pull something harder, don't lift anything. So every small bit is really important. Every small bit. If I, let's say, 3 days before competition go lift something heavy, I will stretch my joints and they will be tired and they will be weaker.
Mhm.
So that's how I do everything on one game. Boom, going, win, then happy.
Kamil, one more question that might be
Mhm.
a little bit long, and then I don't want to take any more of your time.
That's okay. That's
Um,
okay.
a lot of people are talking about genetics in different
Mhm,
sports, and we know that in arm wrestling also genetics play a big part, like the
mhm,
hands, big hands, or long arms, or
mhm,
stuff. What I found interesting is that in arm wrestling, people who work with their hands, being, I don't know, mechanics or farmer or
mhm,
construction workers, are much more superior and stronger than people that work their muscles in the gym doing being bodybuilding or powerlifting. Do you
mhm.
think that's true?
Yes.
But why do
I,
you think is that?
why? Because all day long, you gripping something, you holding something, but mechanic maybe not really, because he just now not really. Before yes, but now we have everything air gun, bam bam bam, so it's not that difficult. But before probably yes, but there is a lot of like bricklayer, a lot of another jobs which you have to lifting something heavy all day long. And I'm meeting sometimes guys, because I do transport with lorry, and I going on the construction site, so always the guys see my lorry and say, oh, you world champion, and they want to grab my hand. So many times I grab some solid hand. He don't have maybe strong biceps or triceps, but his hand, oh, I feel there is a power. So this kind of work really, especially not on the young guy, like 40 years old guys which working already 20 years, they've got the power in the grip, they've got it really. So the work helping. But let's say me, I have very good genetics. My father is big, he don't train, don't do nothing, and he's very strong and very big. My grandmother is very big, is like a man. So so I have good genetics, and I'm happy about this. And now my daughter, she's only 13 years old, and she's like old woman big, like just massive. So she have my genetics, and this for sure is good to use for kind of sport, to which you're using the power, because she will be very strong.
That is great.
So,
That is great to hear. And I think you're right. I also have a friend. He is doing like moving, like moving couch or stuff,
removals.
and yeah, and his hands. It's crazy. You can't top roll this guy. It's
Mhm.
unbelievable how strong he is. And when he gets inside and he's like big, he's 40, 120, 130 kilo, pretty big guy
Mhm.
for me. Uh, he's very strong, and I think it does play a big factor if in arm wrestling when you do
Yeah, and
this kind of thing.
you by saying this now, confirming Engin Terzi conversation with Krasi about what is more important, the back pressure or the hand control. And I think the hand control is the key, because
100%.
if your hand is stronger, is you can use your back power or whatever. So yeah,
100%.
so that's what I think is well that. And last 3 years I do the transportation, so I have a crane in the back of the car. So every day, every time I jumping on it, pulling my body to get there,
Hmm.
So I just thinking myself, oh my God, how many times I lifting my body up and down and jumping to the lorry and out and this. So I think this kind of training is also working.
Yeah,
Is it,
Adam saying in the comments, imagine the reps you're doing by working 20 years something. This is a
Yeah,
million reps.
yeah. I have a workshop 8 years. So I was fixing cars 8 years with some another guys. So yeah, I spend a lot of energy there, and I snap a lot of bolts. Sometimes I have too much power when I was tightening something, and even big ones.
Um,
Yeah.
Kamil, last question. In your
Mhm,
opinion, before this event, and I will ask you for sure after this event,
mhm.
what is your super heavyweight left arm top five right now?
You know, it will be Morozov, Vitaly, and I would say Kurdecha and Alijan and Ivan Matushenko. And it was Tobias. And I think Tobias can have a good fight with Alijan, because Tobias have very strong top roll, and he can top roll Alijan, and Vitali can top roll Alijan. That's what I think. These two guys can beat Alijan. About the Ivan Matushenko, I think could be equal with Tobias. So Tobias is there as well. Number 5 or 6, I don't know, 6 maybe, yeah. So
We
this
have to
this
say
this name.
we have to say you're number six. You won against Tobias.
Yeah, but you ask 5 or 6.
Yeah, you started telling six. I thought maybe you will say yourself in the top five. I wanted to see your opinion. but you're kind. You don't want to put yourself too high.
Yeah,
But
in the ranking, I am six, and I think that's a quite
that's quite good,
fair.
yeah.
It's
At the
quite
moment, yeah.
fair. It's quite fair ranking. Yeah, it's quite fair. So yeah, I it's like I will be pulling number two, and if I win it, they will give me probably the winner of the Ivan and Morozov, which I don't know which one. So if it's like just one more guy, if I win it, Vitaly, but later to try protect that number one, this will be crazy difficult.
Yeah,
Everyone
man.
will be hungry to take it me down. So
11
then,
coming
oh
back,
my,
maybe.
yeah. So then I will have to really train every technique, every hook, every side pressure for any guy, because then I will not choose the guys. Then they will choose me, guy, to defeat me. That's how.
Yeah,
That's
man.
how is the game. They need to find a guy who will defeat the number one to get interesting. Yeah.
Soon
And I want to go for 11 one day, but maybe one more year,
we
maybe.
saw we saw your handle. Your
Yeah,
thumb.
and you can laughing, but I training on it. I gripping and I squeeze and I hold like that 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and I swap hands, squeeze. So my grip getting strong for the big thumb.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Really, sometimes some things is stupid, but if they are works, they are not very stupid. That's how it
Kamil,
is.
I would love. Where are you living in Poland? Which city?
Kielce. Not
This
far
is
from Warsaw. 2 hours from Warsaw and 2 hours from Krakow.
2 hours from Krakow. This is very near. This is
Mm-hmm.
like 6, 7 hours by car. I would love in the future, of course, when you do your business and get to the top of the division, maybe also
Mm-hmm.
before, to
Mm-hmm.
invite you to be our guest in Vienna and do a seminar so we can learn and yeah, learn from the best in the world, and
Mm-hmm.
people in Europe can have the chance to learn also from you, to meet you, and yeah, meet
Mm-hmm.
their the best in the world, their hero, and because I think at the moment, not just in the press, you're one of the top guys in the world, and it will be a pleasure to have you here and talk with you and have fun with you
Very
and go
nice, very
eat.
nice, very nice. I love talk about our wrestling, and whenever I do some seminar, I see people don't know many stuff.
Hmm.
They are in the sport couple of years, but I explaining them, telling them this works like this works this way. They are a little bit like, wow. So I think my experience is quite big, and I learned a lot of stuff mm, by myself, by another some top guys told me. So yeah, the most important is you must train how you fight, not you must train like others train. You must find your best way and keep working on this. And is people are laughing and saying Kamil have only press. It's not about that. I have another stuff, but I going to winning, and I
Of
keep
course.
working on the press, keep working on supination, on bottom wrist, on press, and I going to win it. And this is working. And if let's say Engin Terzi, he have a top roll, and he working only on the top roll probably, and he's winning. And Svetkov as well, pulling only for top roll, and he's winning. So there is nothing stupid in this. Just work on your best technique and try winning with this one, because all of these techniques are killing if you have really good one. And as well, it depends how is your body. If you have a long arm, then you do top roll. If you have a short arm, then you hooking and stuff like that. You need to find the best way for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, so one day maybe we meet
Yeah.
on some seminar.
Would be great. Would be great. Reno would
Nice.
also come. Reno is a very good friend of ours. I talk about him a lot. I like him as a
Hmm.
person. I think he's very smart, and I think he has a very big future also in the sport.
Yeah.
So we have some plans on.
Reno, yeah, very nice. Reno is like me. He come back home. He thinking what to fix, what to make better, and he's doing this. So, and we talk sometimes together. So he's very nice
Um,
man. And like I say, the future is the guys who really want to be the best, not the guys who just playing for fun. The future is with the guys who want to learn more, because I am 21 years in arm wrestling, and I am sure I don't know everything. I am pretty sure. So there is a lot of stuff. I will tell you a secret. One time before one competition, I sleep 16 hours, and I wake up and the competition start, and you don't believe how strong I was. Really, I was crazy strong. I say, wow. So even long sleeping could make you stronger than day before.
Interesting. I never
Really?
thought about that.
Yeah, some guys are crazy. Like 5 hours sleep, okay, wake up, competition. And I am sure they are not 100%. So every small step, I switch off the alarms. I ask someone to call me, or maybe, or knock me door or something, and I try sleep as long as I can. So this also helping me to be fresh and ready. Yeah.
Kamil,
Even I missing some breakfast, but I say no. Today I sleep up to 2 p.m. It's crazy, but I believe on every small steps.
This is important because many small steps are one big step that will maybe be the different.
Yeah.
On the 1st of June.
Yeah. Tomorrow, no, maybe on Monday, I will go to sauna, and I want to make me like very hot. I want to prepare for the Dubai temperature. So, small funny steps, but I try.
Top rule is for smart people or no?
Top roll is for everyone who train top roll. I don't believe like that. They saying only for fun that the top roll is for smart people or whatever. So yeah, okay.
June 1st, King of the Table 11, Kamil Jablonski against Vitaly Laletin for the second place on the left arm in the super heavyweight division.
Yeah, and in the most of the ice people, number one, Vitaly. They may not agree he's number two, but yeah, but he is on. He will have to defeat Morozov to be number one. I don't know how this happened that he is number two, but and the good point as well is I think I mentioned already that he last time pulled like 1 year ago the left arm. So yeah, that's a good point for me that he is not like fresh maybe with the left, like like you used to be like boom boom boom. So yeah. Okay.
Interesting match, Kamil. I want to wish you good luck and safe flight to Dubai and big sleep day before the competition. And yeah, man, we are rooting for you. You're our guy.
Thank you. This time I will be resting like almost all week. So I'm scared myself if I will be 140 kilos on the last day, because I will be only eating and sleeping.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gladly it's open division. You don't have to look your weight. And
yes. I think I will be exactly same weight what Vitaly, because he's like 138 kilos and I am same 137, 37. So we are equal weight, and we'll see who is stronger, who is better. Actually, it's not really who is stronger, who is better, because at this level you have to be just better to win it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kamil.
Okay, so that's all. Yeah.
Hey.
That's all. Yeah.
That's all, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. It's 9. It's 9 also at where you are now. Yeah.
Very quick.
Quite quick. 1 hour goes like this.
Yeah, very quick.
It was great talking with you. Great seeing you in a good spirit, in a fighting spirit. Yeah. Any last words for Vitaly Laletin?
Vitaly, get well sleeping before our match.
You're giving him tips. Don't give him tips.
Yeah. My left arm is really good. Really good. We will see. We will see. I'm excited. Okay, guys. So thank you very much. Yeah, for sure. And not inside press. It's floor press for him. That's, I can promise. Floor press is not good for him. Thank you very much, guys. All the best.
Thank you. Good night, my friend. Goodbye.
Thank you. Good night.